of me.
We all remember Barney the dinosaur, right? Of course we do, which is exactly why I'm not going to give any more backstory on him. However, what you may not know is that Barney actually had his own video game, Barney's Hide and Seek for the Sega Genesis. Clearly it's a kid's game, and maybe that means it's not worth reviewing, but there's a few things about this game that I feel are worth talking about, and the first one of those happens right at the title screen.
Let's use our imagination.
See? Right there. Let's use our imagination? I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I played a game so I didn't have to use my imagination, so I didn't have to think at all. That was the point of playing a video game. It was about thinking and using your brain as little as possible and just staring mindlessly at a TV for a few hours. So, you know what this probably means. Barney's gonna want to teach us stuff. So anyway, after that, the title screen ends and we're taken to... Wait a minute. What the hell is this? Hints for grown-ups? Have you ever seen anything like this before? They really thought parents wouldn't figure out the Barney video game? Well, let's at least see what they had to say. Hint number 1. Barney is looking for 5 friends and 5 presents in each level. Well, that's not really a hint, it's more what the game is all about, but I guess it's legitimate. Doesn't really apply to specifically grown-ups, but whatever, I'll let that pass. Tip 2, however, reads move Barney left and right and use the buttons to find friends, jump, and play. Now, I don't care how stupid the parents playing this game are, eventually they're gonna piece together how to move Barney to the left and to the right. What parents did they think were playing this game? That the only ones who were doing it were the ones who were just taking a break from yelling at birds and drooling on themselves? Whatever. Let's take a look at the actual gameplay and see if it's as complicated as it seems to think it is. Well, the first thing I notice is that all I can do is blow kisses. A, B, C, even start. Every button just blows kisses. And since I know the goal of the game is to find kids, things are off to a weird start. But it turns out all you use the kiss to do is enchant butterflies to come make out with you and then dance. But it does save parents having to teach kids about bestiality, so thanks, Barney's Hide and Seek. When you finally do find a child, it turns out you're playing against the most incompetent group of hide and seek players ever. But in case somehow you don't spot him, the game has you covered.
Look, it's a friend.
So I guess the game gives both parents and the children playing the game very little credit. So after you give him a strangely long, inappropriate hug, Barney tells the kid he loves him and sends him on his way. Creepy. In fact, take a closer look at Barney. Look at those eyes and that smile. If this isn't the definition of a sexual predator, then my God, what the hell is? Now, listen to this.
Oh boy, a raccoon. Look, it's a heart. I see a friend. Oh boy, a balloon.
Figured it out yet?
I see
Keep listening.
a watering can. I see a bunny.
Yes, you guessed it. Barney comments on every single fucking thing he sees. Maybe this was supposed to be educational or something, but it's not like it gives you any information. He just points out that yes, in fact, there is indeed a rabbit or a goddamn frog. Could you imagine if other games pulled this annoying garbage? Take Mario 3, for example. I see a Goomba. I can jump on the Goomba. I see a question block. I see a plant. I can use the mushroom. Or worse yet, if a racing game did it. I'm going straight. I'm going straight. Seconds. I'm going straight. 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 I turn left turn. I turn. Turn left turn. I see a turn. Turn. I'm going straight. Seconds. Now, in most games, it's not uncommon for the main character to do something when you leave him standing still for a while. Usually if you go idle for 5 or 6 seconds, they'll do a quick little animation like make a face or whatever. It's over pretty quick and it never means anything, it's just something cute they add to the game. Barney, however, takes it all one step further. Watch this. After he does the dance, he just starts walking forward and plays the game for you. The only difference here is that he actually stops at each object to tell you about it. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Where a game character gets so annoyed that standing still, he just decides, fuck this noise, I'm gonna go look at some butterflies. And that's not even the strangest part, check this out.
We can hug the bear.
Okay, no, not that, although that is pretty fucked up. You can beat the level by just letting Barney walk straight by himself. Now, this of course means you didn't find any of the kids who were hiding, which means they're all out there scared and alone and wondering where the hell Barney is. But he doesn't seem to care, because here we are. Now, there's only 4 levels in this game, so it's incredibly short, and pretty much the same thing over and over, until level 4, it actually for a second looks like there might be some platforming involved and jumping on a log, until, oh, wait, no. Barney won't let you jump on the log. He makes you stand there and wait till it gets back, just in case you thought the game might get fun for a second. When it comes, he walks on it for you, you ride it across, and when you get to the other side, he gets off it for you. Wow. Thanks, Barney, for taking any fun away! So here we are at the end of the 4th level. That's it. I did not touch the controller once to get here. Barney walked all the way for me. I never found a single kid, which means there's 20, 25 kids just left to die out in the woods and under the ocean floor. But somehow, here they all are. They seem fine that Barney left them all out there to starve to death alone, but that doesn't stop him from doing his little dance and... yeah, that's the end of the game. I beat it in 7.5 minutes and didn't touch the controller once. I left for most of it and came back just in time to see this ending. And that's Barney. And wow. Well, I guess it's not a complete loss. I mean, it's educational, right? It taught the kids all sorts of good lessons. For example, Lesson 1. It's okay to make out with random animals. Lesson 2. It's okay to be ridiculously incompetent at hide and seek. Lesson 3. Strangers plus intimate hugs equals hell yeah. Lesson 4. Stop and point out every goddamn thing you see. And Lesson 5. Even if you don't play the game remotely close to how it's supposed to be played, well, you're still a winner. Obviously, these are all lessons that we have to teach our kids at some point. So for pure educational value, Barney gets 9.5 out of 10. But from a game standpoint, it's pretty much the worst thing ever, and I have to give it a 3 out of 10, and that's just because it made me laugh.
I love you, you love me, we're